What's going on, guys? Today is an important day. We learn our second spell of dark magic, the Imperial curse. And I believe this is the one that allows you to control people against their will. Let's get it. What do you think about the title screen? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Nope, didn't get the snitch on that try. We'll try again next time. We start our journey in the Ravenclaw common room. Let's just make sure that our wand is still answering to us, and it is. Everything is nice and sweet. We have a new quest right there, as you can see at the bottom left. We're going to cycle through all our different spells, and we are going to get into this mission by Sebastian.
Revelio. Lumos.
Sorry about this. Certain scenes in Hogwarts still just amazes me and captivates me. I mean, how can you not stop and listen to this? Alright, let's make a move on. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? I mean, you have to see if they're friendly, right? Oh, I guess not. And we move. I love the freedom in this game. I'm going to change over to the hippogriff just for the final leg of this. And before we get to Sebastian, I guess the main thing you want to keep in your mind is pick every option that sides with Sebastian. Whatever you do, just pick every option that sides with Sebastian. Never turn him in. Never go against him. If he says something is wrong, agree with him. If he says he did it for whatever his own reason is, agree with him. Let's start the mission.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good, to what I've read about this catacomb.
So as we enter the cave, all you have to worry about is spiders. Spiders are the main enemy in this cave. So Incendio and Confringo, those two spells will put you in a good position because they're weak against fire.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it, and the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. Looks.
You'll come across minor puzzles, and there are quite a few chests, to be honest, quite a lot of loot to be found in this cave. So feel free to, you know, explore the different avenues. You know, the game's gonna try and lead you down a specific route, so feel free to explore, try different things, and I'm sure you'll get most of the loot. I'm pretty sure there is a Quidditch cape in here, a legendary Quidditch cape. So yeah, I'm not going to tell you where it is because I can't remember where I picked it up, but we might see it in one of the clips to come.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Confringo! Revelio.
Now this is
Revelio.
the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar. Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
So this first puzzle isn't too difficult, just need to find the bones and then arrange them over the door. I believe there's 3 sets of bones around that room, so once you do that, the door should open.
Accio! Guardian Leviosa! Revelio! Accio!
That's a
Guardian
lot of
Leviosa!
bones. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable.
Oh, here we go, guys. Here we go.
Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So,
Yeah, let's go, Sebastian. We've been through too much. So remember, every option that sides with him.
Where did you learn the Imperious curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
You know, and I agree with that. I mean, if we're training to be great wizards, why shouldn't we know great magic? Regardless if it's good, unforgivable or not, we should be the ones to decide if we're going to use it or not. So I definitely agree. But what do you guys think? So that's where you learn the Imperial Curse. I'm going to finish off this mission, so feel free to stay along. Yeah, enjoy.
Lumos. Confringo.
Here's some of this. Never knew Sparks could make such a mess.
So through here, I believe, is where you find the legendary Quidditch cape item. So I believe that's after the second set of spiders, after you get the Imperial Curse. So right in this chest right
I
here.
doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Accio. Revelio.
So basically with this little riddle that's here, well, I say riddle, but little puzzle, there are trap doors with, like that one that just went down. There are other trap doors that have those symbols where the pull cords are. So you basically have to match up the symbols with the pull cord. So look at the sliding door, look at what two symbols or one symbol is present, and then put it in order of the symbol that's on top of the other one. So that's how you do this one right here.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
This is giving boss battle vibes. It really looks a bit like a Demon Souls game.
I thought that'd never end. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Sebastian, the relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperio?
Now that you say it out loud, it sounds absurd. But I have another idea. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
Lumos.
Lumos.
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
You're pathetic. How nice. Stay back! Keep out the way!
Incendio.
Bombard! Got him!
Wow, what a save. Sebastian, what a save. That's clutch, man. That's clutch. See, not all unforgivable curses are bad, I guess. There's no way that can be seen as an unforgivable curse. That's for good, no?
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperius curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Wow, yo, this uncle, man, he's tough, man. There's something wrong with him, I swear, because we literally saved Anne, and like I said, Ranrock's loyalists, they don't show any type of mercy whatsoever. They would have cleared all of us out. So I'm actually conflicted there, because it's like, yes, it's an unforgivable curse, but at the same time, but that's a beautiful view. At the same time, we can use it for good. There will be situations where you can get a favorable outcome from using those unforgivable curses, you know? So I'm conflicting that one. And for him to say he's in a snitch, my guy said he's in a snitch, boy. Good thing you never saw what I was doing in the caves then. This view always takes my breath away. You know, you bust a corner and you can see Hogwarts in the distance. It's good to be back.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organising her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewellery, cards, old photographs. She got to her favourite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet."
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this.